And in health news tonight, more than 150,000 people will be diagnosed with colorectal cancer this year. For about a third of those who are diagnosed, it's fatal, making this the second deadliest cancer here in the U.S. Now, one of the keys to beating this disease is access to care, an option that many sometimes are not able to afford. CC Partridge has our story.
I would have laid money that this was not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. When I've since found out this disease is totally insidious, it doesn't care who you are, what you are, whether you drive a Ferrari or a Ford, it doesn't matter. If it's going to attack you, it's going to attack you.
John Calvert is just weeks away from beating colorectal cancer, a surprise diagnosis he received in the beginning of the pandemic.
Well, my family had no history of colon cancer, of any sort of cancer. I thought that I was basically invincible.
That thought came to a screeching halt in June of 2020 when John started having gastrointestinal issues and rapidly lost weight, something Dr. Amir Levaf, who specializes in radiation oncology, shares is pretty common with colorectal cancer.
The main symptoms and signs with anything that has to do with the GI is obviously a change in bowel habits or blood or very dark stools. But most of these cancers are found during screening if done early enough.
Unfortunately, because the coronavirus pandemic started to ramp up in the fall of 2020, seeing a doctor and getting a referral was a difficult task, and he ended up in the emergency room.
They took me to Desert Regional into emergency, and that night proclaimed that I had cancer. 3 days later, they operated, took part of my colon away, and here I am now, 15 months later, doing well and recovering.
Dr. Levaf attributes this miraculous recovery to the advances of cancer study.
The greatest advances that have come in colorectal cancer, number one, surgical techniques, becoming as minimally invasive as possible. In terms of systemic therapy, having new targeted therapies, so it's not just all chemotherapy, which is often a shotgun, but having targeted therapies for the cancer based on its genetics. And of course, in radiation oncology, the ability to protect normal organs and target the tumors to much higher rates with much less toxicity.
These progresses and screenings can lead to an early diagnosis, which can improve chances of treatment and recovery up to 90%. While John's journey has taken almost a year and a half, he's grateful for the care he received and his life ahead.
I think it was a positive attitude and great positive care that I had that got me to this point now. But I would urge anybody that thinks that they're invincible to think again.
For NBC Palm Springs, News First, I'm CC Partridge.
And the best way to prevent colorectal cancer is to get screened. That starts at age 45.